And we're back inside the big dome. Let's go to Patricia Bermuda's season.
You know, Miko, this isn't the first time that Coach G was given the head coaching race. Remember that he did it numerous times with Red Bull, and he says he's benefiting now from that experience and what he learned. Now he's ready for this challenge, and for this challenge, he says their game plan is to have a defensive natured game today. They need to set the tempo, assert their style, and Coach G says he's not going to be the technical kind today because he wants the players to decide on their own on what they need to do on the floor to survive. What they need is a good start, a solid lead, and hang on to it because Alaska is just so disciplined, particularly down the stretch. Miko?
Wow, what must go through Gio Bonillo's mind right now, Coach Ronnie?
Well, I'm sure that right now, Coach Gio Bonillo is thinking on this perspective. This is an opportunity for him to show what he's got. And he'll take it. He's not going to back down, Eddie. He knows for a fact that he's been given chances before. But this is a totally different matter. This is the big stage. This is the finals.
But you know, I also think he's not going to feel the pressure as much as I'm sure Takin said. Because, you know, he coached the first, he was the head coach in the first few games. So maybe that's the reason also why they made that shift. By the way, kanina nakita natin si Diamond Simpson attacking Nick Pinisi from the outside because he's going to have a hard time posting up close to the basket against Pinisi. Let's see how Simpson adjusts his movement in offense against a much taller defender like Nick Pinisi.
Here's the Vance against Danny I. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. It's a push against Ildefonso.
And the Vance has not scored in this game. He's been very quiet. We did say that Joe Devance has been very consistent as an offensive performer for Alaska. Only 2 players, 2 locals, have scored in double figures in every game in this series. One of them is Joe Devance, Cyrus Baguio. And it's not a coincidence that both those players are playing for Alaska.
But right now, the Aces are down by 1. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Tenorio has the ball against Kabangdon. Tenorio still has the ball. Here's Simpson. Simpson looking around, he fires with a shot clock about to go off. Big rebound and got that, and Simpson almost scores, and he will take 2.
And that's why you always like Raynel Hugnatan inside for if your coach didn't go. Just hovers around the basket, did not give up on the play when a lot of players thought that that was already a 24-second violation. But he knows his basketball, and unless that whistle is blown, plays goes on. And they got this extra possession for Alaska, and another set of 2 free throws for the Aces.
And Ronnie, Miko, that's where Coach Tim Combs' mastery of the game comes into the picture. Realizing now that Nick Pinisi is going to make life a little bit on Diamond Simpson off the boards, he puts in a Raynel Hugnatan to make sure that they continue to be respectful for those rebounds.
So balik ang lamang sa Alaska, 21-20. A minute and a half remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Pinisi. Kabangdon. Shot knocked down to 10. Daniel Defonso fires away. And a good flip in there para kay Alwin Santos.
Without Gabe Freeman as the best offensive rebounder for San Miguel, this is Alaska's opportunity to control the rebounding battle. Block off, make the first hit, and get those defensive rebounds to fuel their running game.
Aces down by 1. They go inside to Simpson. And that double team work. And there's Alwin Santos on the move. Fires, scores.
And you can call that a strategic basket for San Miguel. And that's what the beer may need. They need to play this game up tempo. Right now, it's a low scoring game. You really don't want that if you're San Miguel, even if they're ahead by 3 at this point.
Here's Simpson on the attack. Triple team. Outside Baguio. Tenorio for 3. Short. San Miguel on the run. They're up by 3. Here's Kabangdon. Sidestep. Danny I. Finger roll.
That's 2 straight transition attacks here by San Miguel. So they've got the rhythm, they've got the confidence up, and that's the reason why they're up by 5.
Until such time that Alaska hits consecutive 3-pointers, that will be the only time that Coach Gio Bonillo will rethink this double teaming scheme by San Miguel.
Here's Hugnatan. Time winding down in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot, 7 seconds remaining in the period. Hugnatan will be called for an offensive foul. Basket won't count.
It's all about defense that got the job done for San Miguel in game number 3. With backs against the wall, sabi nga ni Patricia, it's the 11th hour for San Miguel. They need to come out with a lot of teeth in terms of their defensive intensity, and that is exactly what they have done over the last 3 offensive possessions of Alaska.
Yeah, they played tough defense. I think that's really been the key for San Miguel. If they play good defense, they get things going.
That's tough defense for you.
The
Courtesy of
Aces
Diamond Simpson.
stopping that layup by Kabangdon, but the damage has been done. Gordon Ontiveros waxing hot to start the ball game, and the Beermen are on top 26-21 at the end of the first quarter.